Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse. Today we are diving into episode 20 of season 5 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In the last episode, Talbot shoved himself into the machine, gave himself the gravitonium, and has empowered himself. And he saved the day against these invaders. Now, what will happen? Because we saw what happened with Ruby, we saw what happened with Creel, and he took 100% of the gravitonium that was in this machine. So what will happen? Let's find out. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. Over there, you get early access up to 4 weeks, depending on what tier you're on. And also, you can submit questions for me to answer at the end of these videos. Over there, you get the full links for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all sent out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 20. The one who will save us all. Here we go.
Previously on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
So is that going to be Talbot then? The one who will save us all?
Almost there.
Almost where? Dude, he's like so locked in right now. I am shocked.
Something has entered our docking station. A Terran ship. The object appears to be human.
He's like, what? What do you mean?
You are now prisoners of the Remora.
So what's our plan?
You and I are gonna show these ETs who's boss. Don't worry, I can fix this.
Maybe we should stop saying that.
Yeah, I was about to say that exact phrase.
But the side effects of gravitonium are catastrophic. Ruby absorbed just a fraction.
And it drove her completely insane. Yeah, well, she wasn't all that stable before.
That
Neither was
is
Talbot.
also, well, okay, I was going to, yes, very, very true.
We need to find them.
Look, the lighthouse only just came back online. It could be hours before all systems are fully functional.
Talbot, destroyer of worlds. Are you serious? Oh no. See, that's why I thought this was just, these guys were Kree, because we saw this thing. I thought that was just a Kree thing. The little kamikaze vial.
Not this again.
Yeah, this is the second time this has happened to you, isn't it? Are we just leaving?
Pretty sure we just left Earth's atmosphere.
Doesn't matter what galaxy they try and run and hide in. We're gonna show them who's in charge.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned.
What about the voices?
Bunch of dead losers raising a ruckus. Turns out all they needed was a general to get them in line.
Wait, what? Are you... I don't know about that.
You skipped the tutorial, went straight to big boss level.
You gotta quit working, Phil. I'm feeling fine. Sit top.
I love that comparison.
What these alien scumbags didn't count on is squaring off against the two best military minds the world has to offer.
I mean, I would love for all of this to be true, but I don't want to, like, get too off guard just yet.
We're here to negotiate a deal for Earth.
The Confederacy already has a deal with Hydra.
Thing is, Hydra doesn't really speak for all of humanity. Or any of it.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
Hydra has spent years kneeling before me, groveling at my feet, and only then did I offer assistance.
And what a job you did. But it's like such a small subsect of people. Maybe at one point Hydra was something to be feared or all these other things, but like it was just a cult hiding in the dirt. And he's just like, I had to deal with Hydra. That means it adheres to all of you. No! 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 They do not speak for everybody. They barely speak for themselves. They've fallen apart since this was probably put into arrangement.
I think there's a misunderstanding. You see, this is my ship.
Said this is my ship!
Seems like you got the weight of the world on your shoulders there, pal.
Oh! It's wild he's got such control over it, though. Oh.
Kneel.
Kneel before Talbot.
I'm sure that's the best negotiating tactic.
I said kneel! Before me!
Dude, we got a straight up Zod here. He is a general. Kneel before Glenn.
It's pretty good teamwork, Phil.
I don't know what Phil's done so far. Just other than observe your descent into cruelty. To be fair, they are trying to annihilate humankind or whatever. So whatever.
How many are on that ship?
Not many for long.
Making slaves of you all.
I really wish we could happen upon some non-slave trading aliens.
That would be nice, right?
I'm pretty sure this is the same stuff Caestecker took.
Let's give them some sort of energy boost.
You are not worthy of holding the odium.
Of course it would have a dumb name.
And is he done?
God definitely doesn't want you drinking that garbage.
Not without opening them up.
Well, have at it.
I'll get right to it.
Get the gloves.
You see anybody standing, Phil?
Hydra was never this foolish.
Yeah, well, where's Hydra now? Hail.
Take me to her.
This has got to be something unexpected.
I told myself I'd make it better for Ruby, but in the end, all I did was carry out Hydra's agenda.
Pretty much.
We could use your help.
I got nothing left to give.
That's not true.
Seems there's been a development with your Destroyer of Worlds project. Turns out it's a go.
Daisy Johnson wanted the machine.
Just no one we had in mind.
It was someone a little more out of the box.
Very out of the box.
But the Confederacy's still out there. She's the only one who knows how they operate.
Humankind is in terrible danger, and you're the weapon that I was trying to build. You're the only one that can save us all.
Why Gravitonium?
Because its power is unlimited.
Couldn't you just find a fun game on your phone instead?
Coulson.
Look, we need to renegotiate our deal with the Confederacy.
If it's Gravitonium your friends want, there he is.
Just, we don't know how to get it out of him.
It could take hours to rewire this antiquated system, and by then, who knows what cosmos the morass will have escaped to.
Fixing old electronics was kind of my thing back in the day.
Yo, let's go, Deke. Oh!
What are you doing?
What? It's a thing. It's a thing that people do to celebrate.
Not cool people.
What the fuck, Deke? What was that? We almost had a moment. We were about to finally have a moment with Grandpappy Fitz. Come on, high five your boy. Your dad? High five Dad. Oh, I was excited. I thought we were about to actually have a moment. Fitz was actually proud. Finally. God damn it, Deke. I love you, but yeah.
For some reason, I'm still hanging around this rusty drain pipe.
Well, you do have family here.
I don't think it's that. Oh, well, don't get me wrong. You guys are great. Totally not disappointments at all.
That didn't sound sincere.
Copy.
Yeah, we're here, Daisy. Sorry, we just had some technical difficulties.
Deke, thank God you're there.
It is 100% Daisy that is keeping him here.
Where were you?
May had me drop off Polly and Robin.
Lie. I know that's not all.
I'm not having this conversation right now, Yo-Yo. Coulson's missing.
Coulson's missing because of you.
Oh my God.
What's in the bag? Is that what you abandoned us for?
It's none of your business.
Yeah, hands off my mom. Oh, I'm sorry. That was deserved. Oh yeah, hold on. I forgot. We're on opposite sides of the save Coulson spiel.
Oh, you want to use powers now?
Then I definitely win.
Not exactly.
satellite just picked up an object outside of Earth's atmosphere.
She's gonna get everyone killed.
We're going to help Coulson. Either find a way to pitch in, or don't be here when we get back.
Oh. Hey, man, I get it. Again, we talked about this last episode. Robin did say Coulson was, you know, the key to bringing this all back together. But then again, that's so vague. His death could be the thing that does it. Because what her future self told her was that they need to let Coulson die. Because saving him is what brings about all of this. So I don't know. But then she's just like, oh, what were you doing? Why weren't you here? But then that was the secret mission all along. And then, my God, it's so frustrating. But I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Everybody's operating in what they think is the best thing at the moment. But God damn it, is it just breaking everything apart? It just, my heart, it shatters. It shatters. It quakes even. Ha!
I appreciate the trim, but it feels like a lot of pomp and circumstance to me.
Oh, whoa. What the?
But remember, tread lightly. Try and get a feel for the room.
I already told you I can fix this.
Oh,
How do I look?
Pretty cool, actually.
I could probably get the boys to rustle you up one if you want.
I mean, it does look pretty sick. The orbs around his neckline make me think of Raven's outfit, but just upside down, because hers is around her waist and his are around his neck. It's very similar.
Anybody here disobeys an order, you'll suffer the same pretzel logic your friend did earlier.
God, I'm loving this. I love Talbot so much. All right, let's see how this goes.
He has come to renegotiate terms of their protection.
Why would we even entertain such a derangement?
Because you guys have been dealing with a bunch of weak amateurs.
Oof. Oh God, Talbot, what are you going to do? Neil! He's going full on General Zod over here.
What's in the bag?
My mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like the universe keeps reminding me that I should never have come back from the future. Also, some creep put a bunch of lemons on my bed.
Sounds like classic Fitz.
Nice save.
I feel like you're exactly where you're supposed to be. I lived in the lighthouse my entire life, only to time travel into the past and still spend every single day of my life inside the freaking lighthouse, so.
That's a very good point. Not every day. You got to go out a couple of times.
Well, I'm glad you stuck around, even if it's a little crazy.
Progress.
Everyone who gets close to me ends up dying.
Me too. And that's why I feel like we have so much in common.
Mom.
No, I know, and...
Lincoln.
Who's Lincoln?
Lincoln Campbell. He was the first Inhuman that I became close with. He died for me. Getting going, or, getting good.
It sounds like you were really in love with this guy.
Kinda still am. Which is why I can't lose someone else. And Coulson means more to me than anyone. And if he goes...
No. We'll...
Sorry, you were gonna tell me something.
Maybe not the best time after all of that?
Yeah, Fitzsimmons are my grandparents.
Well, that's something to start off with.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Do they know?
Yeah. Cat's totally out of the food sack.
So much sense. You and Fitz are both so... You're such special people.
What was that say? Well, her current opinion on Fitz probably fits a little bit more in line with him now.
I was worried that was gonna make things weird between us.
Why would it make things weird?
No reason.
That still wound up being pretty sweet by the end.
This man is not of the Confederacy. He has no business here.
Well, then maybe it's time he made me a part of your little secret society.
To add another would desecrate the order.
6 is a weird number. Let's go with 7.
Democrats, you get your rules and your regulations.
The fact remains, there is simply no place for a human amongst us.
What if I remove one of the slots?
Your mistake is thinking I'm still human.
All right, well, here we go. Oh! Oh, wait, is he absorbing him? Oh, no. He's like a gravitonium hive. If he starts collecting consciousnesses.
Looks like there's a spot for me here after all.
If he's able to keep them all in there, because he said he's just silenced and the voices that were in there, like they're still in there. He acknowledged that much. Can he just start adding people? Well, I mean, that might add to his madness. The more voices, it could, if he does continue on that path, get out of hand and start to overwhelm him, and he's become some sort of legion. I don't know, dude. Talbot's scaring me, man. I'm not even a little. I'm very nervous at the moment about where this is going. Obviously, the second he stepped in that machine, I didn't expect like a good outcome, but this power has gone to his head fast. Like I was kind of with him for a minute, like in the way that he was very extreme about the way that he would go about certain things versus Coulson about protecting the planet. It still felt like Talbot, but now I definitely feel like we've crossed a couple lines from coming up to this ship to where we are now. Anyway. It's one of those pneumatic tube canisters from like my bank.
Guess we just built S.H.I.E.L.D's first spaceship.
Yep.
I just wanted to apologize. Really wasn't my idea.
You went along with it.
We're trying to get ahead of the problem.
By having Yo-Yo execute a kid.
That was also not part of their plan.
Ruby was dangerous, and it got complicated, and that is just the way it was. So I'm sorry if that doesn't fit whatever narrative that you've built for yourself.
Yeah.
You need to look inside yourself and figure out what kind of man you want to be. Because lately, what you've been, it needs fixing.
Again, I understand where everybody is coming from this where everybody's coming this from. Oh my God, I can't even talk right now. Where everybody is coming to this from whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I get where everybody's head's at, what everybody's trying to mean, how everybody feels. I do feel like Mack is greatly oversimplifying things, but I also understand what he's trying to say. But I do think that if we did go that route, we may have died, or who knows what would have happened.
We might be able to save Coulson by combining that with my mom's DNA.
Oh, Daisy.
Are you willing to let Coulson die, yes or no?
No.
Well, there we go.
Then get to work. This is your top priority.
Yeah, we are in some weird waters right now. I don't know. The more we get deeper into this, the more I'm like, well, maybe I do side with Mack. At what point, like, are we really losing ourselves? Like, is at all cost, well, I mean, to be the S.H.I.E.L.D., sometimes that may mean doing all the nasty stuff to protect everybody else. Sometimes the S.H.I.E.L.D. breaks. Sometimes the S.H.I.E.L.D. fractures. It takes hits. It protects, but at the cost of itself sometimes. Maybe that's the outlook of this, that Mack's not really wrapping his head around as well. And maybe I just kind of circumvented as well just a little bit by kind of going through this mental gymnastics about it all. But at the same time, I don't know, man. It's so messy, but the stakes have never been this high. I don't feel like they've been high before, but this is like a whole other level. And we've never been like so at odds than to be against time itself right now. We are fighting a future we have witnessed, that we have lived. Like, that's something crazy. And yeah, it's taken a toll on everybody, but it's hard to really say who's in the right and who's in the wrong. I don't know. I truly believe it's way too complicated to really boil it down to any one thing. It's scary, man, and everybody's terrified and trying. I don't know. I think I just made myself depressed.
Roger that, Zephyr. You are clear for takeoff.
So I'm assuming we finished negotiating or renegotiating our terms now.
I'm sorry, partner. I didn't get your name earlier.
I am the firstborn Tarian, master of the House Caestecker.
Oh. Interesting.
The way you handled yourself today was...
So is this the father then?
The Confederacy never intended it. It was merely a deception to extort the resources from your planet before time ran out.
Very forthright of you.
What are you saying?
So what's coming? Oh.
Well, then I've got to get down there with the Avengers and take on this Thanos.
Oh.
Thanos' strength is unrivaled. You will lose.
Though perhaps there might still be a way.
How do we navigate the blip?
The Earth is under attack by an alien named Thanos.
We have to get back.
And do what exactly?
The only option left, make me invincible.
What?
I struck up a conversation with this guy from the Confederacy. He tells me there's untapped deposits of gravitonium under the Earth's surface.
Oh, no.
That way I can handle any threat the Earth faces. I can be the S.H.I.E.L.D.
This is getting a little out of hand. If he tries to remove it, that could be what cracks the planet.
It's too dangerous. You could lose control.
I've never been more in control. Or is it now that you've seen gravitonium's power, you want it all for yourself?
Oh my God, Talbot.
How many times have we worked together only for me later to find out you weren't being above board?
That's true.
The alien running Earth in the future was a Caestecker. He's our enemy.
Caestecker is the most noble family in the Confederacy. This man is clearly lying.
Oh my God.
Is this another angle you're playing, Phil?
Glenn.
We are at war. I'm in charge here. You're either with me or against me.
Obviously, I'm with you.
Then kneel.
Oh my God.
What?
I'm Earth's last hope, Phil. Its true protector. Now either you accept that.
Dude. Talbot.
Or suffer the consequences. Kneel.
Yeah, you've changed, bud. I don't think Talbot would have ever done that before. I don't know if this is the power, the voices, the desperation. I don't know, there's almost ego to this now. I don't like this.
Probably should have talked you out of this.
What?
Thanks for coming along.
Time to turn on cloaking. Won't be long till you reach the ship.
Copy that.
Guy's still so sick.
You really think this is a good idea?
What I think is the less we talk about it, the better. Now unzip that duffel and get me a viable sample.
I'd be like, why do I have to do it? It's so messed up.
Quinn's team originally found gravitonium at the bottom of one of his mines.
How did you know that?
They're in his brain.
Sensors indicate an unseen object has breached our hull. How's that possible?
Cloaking. What is S.H.I.E.L.D. doing here? Did you have any part in this?
I told Coulson not to do it. He wouldn't listen to me.
Oh,
So,
you.
Find the intruders and take them out.
They're here to help. What are you doing?
You have betrayed me for the last time, Phil.
He's gone full on supervillain.
Quake and Coulson dies.
We're here to rescue you.
Agent Johnson always in the center of the storm. Maybe that's because you're the problem.
If I'm the one you want, fine. But first you have to put Coulson down.
You can't be trusted.
I trust her.
What is her game?
When Ruby was infected with gravitonium, she tried to help.
Infected? Gravitonium wasn't intended for some itty-bitty little girl.
Oh my God.
You need to take a deep breath and calm your mind, Glenn.
Oh. Wait. Does she still have some suggestive programming in there? This.
It's best if you comply.
Compliance will be rewarded.
Oh.
And so will your betrayal.
Oh. Oh, damn. He knew exactly what he was doing. Oh! It never gets any better. Damn, it does nothing.
It didn't have to be like this.
You were always the enemy, Phil. Only now I have the clarity of mind to see it.
Go fuck yourself. I'm so upset, man. I'm so just beside myself.
The Earth is no longer a hidden blue gem, and yet it still has gifts to give. I look forward to taking mine home.
What? 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 Oh my god. What the fuck, dude? I don't know what... Talbot has just gone off the deep end, man. Holy shit. He's got the hubris and the bullheadedness to think that he's above this all. It's just no. God damn it. I don't know. I don't even know what to talk about right now. There's nothing really more I need to add to the moral quandaries going on. I get where everybody's coming from. I've said it 1,000 times. I get it. It's complicated. I understand where everyone's head's at. Oddly enough, even Talbot, except when it comes to, and I guess you can justify it in this way that like now that he's gotten to this position, to this point, you know, yet he's still being talked down to when right now he sees himself and quite literally at the moment is the only answer to the problem here. And yet we're always doubting him the entire way. Everything can be perceived as betrayal, all these other ins and outs and all these things. I kind of get where he's coming from in a sense, but just the links, the lines that he's crossing right now, I don't agree with it at all. Honestly, what's happening with Talbot kind of echoes perfectly a lot of what Mack was trying to say, because like Talbot is taking the Fitz avenue straight to heart almost, but only to the point where he's like, his ego has superseded everything else at this point. You know, and we've talked about this before a little bit too, about how in the Marvel Universe, you know, powers seem to always accentuate what's already there. His insecurity, his ineptness over the course of all these years about actually being able to do the right thing. He's been circumvented, he's been double-crossed, he's been used, he's been tooled, and he's almost very rarely been the solution. So this like rubber banded to the point where he's trying to all at once make up for all of that, using all of that to kind of justify this means here. It's like that power just all went to his head, especially after being broken by Hale. I think that's what really set him over the edge. And once he's been able to really wrestle down these voices and take charge of them, even draw information from them. And then how much of it is the gravitonium itself? Because we said, you know, they did say that it was living, it had a will of its own, or is it just the wills that have been absorbed? Is that what we were detecting? Or is there something else in there as well? The force that they were like, oh, we'll protect you against this, all this stuff. The lie the Confederacy was making was to protect them against Thanos' forces. And they were actually just like, nah, actually, there's nothing we could do there. We were lying about that just so we could like extort the crap out of you and then dip when everything got, you know, when shit hit the fan. And now that shit has hit the fan, the Avengers are fighting Thanos right now as we speak. Likely, given the last scenario where they were in New York, it's probably in the middle of the Wakanda battle right now. That's probably going on while the other ones are off in space actually fighting Thanos. I don't think he's on the planet just yet. So it's interesting how they're lining all of this up. And that's also a thing with the biggest threat. The planet is going to be wiped out, and like, you know, at every step, you know, Coulson's, God, even the Cassius thing, he was like, no, all of a sudden you told me to make friends with these people that you tell me that he's on. What does it feel? Like, I get it. He's not in the mental fortitude right now to really go with all this back and forth. And then the team shows up trying to help, and it just makes him feel even more paranoid and betrayed. And it's just like, oh my God. And now he's just like, I could be the sole protector of the world. It's gone so far off the rails. It's absurd. It's obscene. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what we do. Daisy can't hurt him. He's going to go rip gravitonium out of the core of the planet. I'm sure that's not going to help things. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know. I got nothing right now. I don't even... Fantastic episode. Deke tried to confess his feelings to Daisy, but it turned into an awkward conversation he was not prepared for, with her kind of like obviously revealing she's still not over Lincoln. She's still in love with him. She's still afraid of getting close with people because they always end up dying, and she's really fixated on saving Coulson by any means. I mean, so much so to desecrate the grave of her mother. Not that they had a great relationship anyway, considering how that it left off with her trying to kill her at one point. So we are messing with some crazy shit in this season, man. I don't know what it's going to do to our team if we get out of this on the other side of it all. But again, it just comes back to I have no idea. Unless Talbot somehow kills himself in the wake of all this, or comes to his senses and realizes he needs to take himself out. Because I don't know how we can do anything to him right now. I don't know. Let's see if we got any questions on Patreon, guys, because I got nothing at the moment. Noodle Foodle for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. First, to explain something. Last episode, you were wondering what Piper and Davis were talking about when they were talking about this crazy story. Well, if you remember, Davis came back into the story in 512 when he arrived alongside the other agents and Deathlock with a new scar. Right. Okay, I completely forgot about that. But the last time we saw of him was that end of season 4 when he saves Fitz, shoots Ada, and walks away only for Ada to regenerate. It's then reasonable to assume that Davis's crazy story is how he survived that whole thing with Ada. Also, what are your thoughts on this whole May, Daisy, Yo-Yo, Jiang's corpse saving Coulson situation? If you haven't touched on that already. Yo-Yo's the only one not for saving Coulson because of what her future self said. Everybody else is like, well, the only thing that's important to Daisy is that it's Coulson, she's going to save him. May is like, it's Coulson, I'm going to save him. Plus, what Robin says is that he's the key to solving all of this. Though, vague as that is, just because that, I don't remember the exact phrasing, but it could very well, just because he's the one, whatever, it could be a flip of a play of interpretation. But it could be still his death. But I don't know. I do feel like we are crossing some lines. And Coulson doesn't even want to be saved. He did not want to be saved. He kind of had reconciled with it. He's avoided death plenty of times up until this point. I get it, and we're not ready to let go by any stretch of the imagination. And that's understandable. That's relatable in any situation like this when you're dealing with a loved one who's on the brink as well. But I feel like once we've started digging up corpses, whether or not we have a good relationship with that corpse or not, I feel like we are in some weird territory. It almost comes out like the conversation, the ultimatum with, or the intervention with Walt, when the family was like, when he chose to just like go. To not go through the chemo and all that kind of stuff to try to fight the cancer in the end and just resign himself to it. But then there was the intervention and they spurned him on to fight. So I don't know. I'm so torn on it because I feel like once we know how everything plays out and how everything's meant to play out, it'll be very different, because then we can look back with hindsight and be like, oh, in the moment though, I guess in my gut I would be like, I don't want to have to sacrifice Coulson, but I also don't want to turn him into some undead, like juiced up, artificially living kind of monstrosity, using the combination of that chemical cocktail that Garrett was on. Like, I don't know, I do feel really weird about that. Like, I don't want him to die at all, but I feel like again, it just goes back to like when Simmons was trying to be like, should we talk about the moral quandary here, and Daisy was just like, what? No, it's just a simple, do you want him to die, yes or no? No? Okay, then get working. I don't think it's that simple. I don't think anything's that simple. Like, even like to the Mack situation, I don't know. I just don't know. I really don't know. I'm so torn on it. I'm just gonna have to move on from that. And isn't it cool that Talbot's motivation is now linked to Infinity War, aka wanting to be more powerful so that he could stop Thanos? That was something I did not expect at all. And especially because, and again, he's just taking their word for it, and maybe he got some of that information from the guy he absorbed too, once it kind of clicked and all that kind of stuff, since we know he can commune with the people that he can take into himself. So maybe he's like, I got to be able to stop this guy. So I need to be the most powerful thing on this planet. Like he wants to supersede. He wants to rise above even the Avengers themselves. That's terrifying. He wants to be the end all be all. And this whole like kneel before me crap. He is General Zod, like taking authority over this planet. This is kind of going above and beyond his role as a general in the army. And I think it's just the hubris of this power and him taking this executive call into his hand to just kind of make this decision for everybody, and Hale going down the way she did, trying to initiate the compliance. That sucks. And that Hydra made this deal with the Alien Confederacy in secret, who just wanted to take Earth's resources, presumably before Thanos arrives. Yeah, he wanted to just kind of reap the benefits of it before he wiped everything out. Though, to be fair, even if they could just come back after Thanos did everything, half of the planet's going to be gone. They don't know that. I don't think they know Thanos' entire plan. I don't know how much of that was actually public at the time. For all they knew, maybe he was going to destroy the planet. But realistically, they could just come and reap all the resources they want once he's done, because there's going to be barely any people left behind to even stand any kind of a fight. Anyway, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. always does such a great job with its tie-ins. Sometimes it's like just a simple acknowledgement. Sometimes it's just a great companion piece altogether. Like somehow like they find a way to write in what they're doing to make it kind of relevant. On the side that they're doing this important thing for this other avenue or this other corner of what's going on in the world. And for this to be kind of the motivation here is an unexpected kind of icing on top for this whole little thing. Cherry on top, that's the phrase, with everything else that's been going on. And this was the threat that everybody was kind of talking about beforehand. But then we know that's not what breaks the Earth. So it's gotta be Talbot then. Talking, because he was saying he needs to be more powerful. He's craving more power because he just doesn't trust it to anybody but himself now. So he's going to go down, rip out the last bits of gravitonium that is still buried in the Earth to power himself up even more. And I am almost certain tearing that out of the Earth like that would just rip it apart. Especially since we've seen just a taste of how powerful he is right now. I did not expect us to go this route. I thought maybe he'd be driven mad, and in a way you could argue maybe he has been, but this is not the direction I thought it was going to go. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. How do you feel about all these different moral quandaries? Where do you land? Like whether on the side of Mack or Fitz, Yo-Yo or Daisy or Talbot and everything else going on? It's just like, yeah, sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, or if you want to get early access to these, or if you got a question for me to leave at the end of these videos, you can do all that over there on Patreon. Speaking of before we go, I want to shout out Adriana Maley, Angela Burr, and Lily Chanson. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel. Help us sponsor and support some of the rescues we've been taking care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help. And as always, I want to shout out our channel legends: Eric Official, Aaron Myers, Adam Myers, Amy Becca, Angel Hernandez, Annoying Wathel, Anthony Rodriguez, Armando Rosage, Ash, Captain Hoodie, Carrie Eckerl, Casey Wood, Christopher Anderson, Clara V, Cody Witch, Cody Vineyard, Corey Curry, Cosmonito, Craig Lozo, Q Pilum, Cyber, Sid, Dairy Products, Daisy, Demasius, David Firstberg, David, Denise Mauricio, Eliadam, Gidney, Ethan Denise, Fred Forlot, Given Lewis, Gregory Toner, Havoc, It's Mushi, Jack Maltme, Jade, Jake Doherty, Jake Contrell, Jeffrey Hale, Jen, Jose Hernandez, Joshua Gunnell, Julia Barrera, Cato, Kane Osra, Carmen Wilmot, Kat Serrati, Leo, Liam Harrow, Lily Chanson, Lindley Bullock, Luca Van Zeeland, Mandy Sherritt, Mary Bradley, Master Cremata, Max Buchek, Mel Fernal, Muggy Holes, Nicodemus, Nicky G, Noodle Foodle, Ollie Hodges, Pam R, Paul Brown, Philly Vane, Philly J, Pumpkin Panic, Raven McCann, Rage King Nova, Robert Onguianu, Ross Lingard, Russell Crockett, Ryan Morash, S, Sam Oyers, Scotty, Sewer Rat, Shilio, Silver Tear Moon, Sleepy Snolly, Stan, Tyler Rayner, Uncle Tony, Your Korskov, Various Abominations, VV, Wallow Silvas, Wazlike, Your Boy G-Man, and Zach Hiltz. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's just for you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.